Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, managing partner with Levinson and Associates. And with us today, we have Joseph Loughran, our marketing vice president. We also have a special guest speaker, Scott Kugelman, who's joining us today. And Scott's going to go over a awesome, and in my opinion, the ultimate door opening product for 2016. You know, it's all too common and often you hear agents out there scratching their heads saying, you know, we need a story or we need sizzle to be able to open doors, get a foot in, and share our story. So, you know, a lot of agents use health insurance or supplemental health products, or, you know, they'll even use maybe another line of the business just to get in, even if it's not a moneymaker, to get in, share their story, and build the relationship, and then, of course, bring up the life insurance sale. So that's all great, but we need the reasons why. We need to know what works to get our foot in the door. So, you know, we're out there as an IMO, and we're looking at all of the latest and greatest technology and sales programs in order to bring our agents the very best and not charge them a penny for it. I think that's the most important part. We all know of a bunch of different programs out there, and everything has a monthly fee associated or an activation cost. So it's our job to go out, find what works, and of course, not have to charge our agents. So just a couple ideas for 2016 to make this a great year for you and opening more doors to tell your story. That's the name of the game. So the first one is our complimentary scholarship platform. We now have over 10 companies to choose from with almost 75 different products that all come with the scholarship platform at no charge. We have new marketing pieces. We put together brand new statistics. We had a record year in 2015. We have new marketing material that we put together that we're going to share. And also, most important for today's presentation, the Youth Life product comes with the scholarship platform. So this is a huge door opener. And the reason why I was talking about this in the very beginning of our presentation is because if you speak to any parent or grandparent, okay, I don't care what the need is or what the initial call or appointment was about, for $2 or $3 a month, they can purchase a whole life policy on their children or grandchildren, okay, that comes with a guaranteed death benefit. It comes with a free one-year scholarship to any of our 345 colleges, okay, across the country. And most important, the whole process is client-driven. So there's an online app. You can either email to someone or they can log on through your link. Very, very simple. Okay, it takes less than 5 minutes. It's just about guaranteed issue for everybody. So everything is 1, 2, 3. Policy gets sent directly to the client. So for $2 or $3 a month, no grandparent or parent is going to say, you know what, Bill, I'm really not interested in a whole life policy and a free one-year scholarship for $2.82 a month for little Johnny. Everyone is going to say, yes, tell me more about it. This is your chance to get your foot in the door, share your story, bring up long-term care, bring up annuities. Okay, it's going back to the basics. This is a ultimate door opener in my opinion. We're also going to talk quickly about the latest carrier to cease sales in 2016. That's Genworth, who was just downgraded to B++. We have some great alternatives that are as, if not more competitive than Genworth, higher commissions, and an easier e-application. So we're going to take a minute to talk about that as well. So without further ado, let's move forward here. We have some great stuff to talk about. Of course, take out a pen and paper, jot down any questions that you might have, and then we can visit after the call, or of course you can call us about anything that you're about to see in the next 30 to 40 minutes. Also, very important, check your emails this afternoon. Everybody that's on the webinar will get an email with everything that we're going over today, so you can share this with your downline or your assistant, whatever the case is. Brand new also for this year, we rolled out fresh from our annuity department, our Levinson Annuity Kick Assets Contest, starting at just $100,000 of premium. We will give you complimentary E&O coverage, which covers B-plus rated or better carriers, all the way to the bottom there where we have a VIP Vegas vacation 4-day cruise technology package with an Apple iPad, iWatch, MacBook, or Beats headphones, a cash equivalent of $1,500. So great stuff on the annuity side. We realize most of our life agents are writing annuities, and they should be writing it with us. We have all the top carriers. Utilize Josh Hoffman in our office. He's a CLU, CHFC, excellent for any tax questions, any kind of rollovers, exchanges, anything with advanced case design in the annuity world or the life world. Utilize Josh. He used to be the internal in the MetLife competition unit, so take advantage of him. Of course, no charge to you, and he's here during regular work hours, 9 to 6:30, Monday to Friday. So take advantage of our Kick Assets Annuity Contest. Moving forward, Joe's going to dive into our upcoming training events, and then, of course, our co-op $395 E&O policy. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So real quickly here, I wanted to go over some new upcoming training events, which is actually going to be on the left-hand side of the screen here. So on Monday, which is the 15th at noon, we're going over Assurity Life's top term life sales strategies for 2016. So we're going to talk about how competitive their 350-plus product is and where it really fits in the marketplace. And then just a couple days later on the 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're covering special underwriting programs that will actually help upgrade your clients that are given standard rates all the way up to Preferred Plus. So it's available on 2 separate products for those clients that qualify. It's actually a great non-med program for clients up to age 60. Again, if they get standard, we have a way to upgrade them all the way to the best available class without any additional underwriting. So definitely do not miss that webinar. That one's going to run about 30, 45 minutes. And then a very, very special webinar on the 3rd of March at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're actually going over what I consider to be one of the most revolutionary sales concepts with a special guest speaker, Joe Ross. We're going to be talking about how generation matters. And during that webinar, you're actually going to learn how to make solid connections with prospects no matter their age. So this is an actual program that comes with scripts, client videos, client guides, agent guides that really show you how to kind of up your game. Even if you're a veteran agent or someone who's just starting in the industry, it really helps you access other types of markets, other types of clientele that aren't your same age. So we're going to talk about addressing those different needs of those clients. That is definitely a call you do not want to miss. And again, in this afternoon's email, we'll include the links to register for every single one of those webinars. On the right-hand side, you'll see our 9th annual Levinson Expo, which is actually scheduled for April 8th. This is a Friday. This is basically a day full of sales ideas, full of sales concepts. You'll actually get to meet a lot of the great VPs and head underwriters and all of our top carriers. As you can see from the picture, it is in beautiful, sunny South Florida, right smack on the beach. You'll see that beachfront location. We actually put together a contest for those agents that want to actually stay at that resort, and even agents that are from out of town to get you round-trip airfare. The best part about this expo is it doesn't cost a penny to attend, but if you hit those different qualification levels starting at $15,000, we'll actually fly you down to South Florida, put you up in that beachfront resort. That is definitely a day you do not want to miss. All business qualifies for that expo, so whether you're writing life insurance, annuities, long-term care, critical illness, DI, even accident products, you can blend it all together to hit those different qualification levels and qualify for the expo. Again, that expo is April 8th, which is on a Friday. Also, Bill mentioned the co-op E&O policy that we offer. This slide breaks down more information about specifically how you can take advantage of that discounted rate. We basically went after one of the best E&O policies in the industry for our agents, and we actually co-op the price. So it gets down to $395 a year for $1 million of coverage. The neatest part about this E&O policy is it actually covers B-plus or better rated carriers. So like Bill mentioned, with a carrier getting downgraded or maybe an annuity carrier that you're running that might not be A-rated, This E&O policy will cover that. You can apply online and print your certificate instantly. So just a great way to take advantage and save a little bit of money. Most E&O policies run about $700, $800 for the year. So you can take advantage of that Levinson co-op rate and save some money in the process.
Okay, thanks, Joe. So as you saw, Joe just spoke about, I'm going to touch on for 1 second. Everyone write this down. That Joe Ross webinar on March 3rd, 1 p.m., you do not want to miss. I promise everyone on the call, I don't care if you're 18 years old or 78 years old, that guy is very moving. One of the best, in fact, the best speaker that I have ever heard in person or on a webinar. Okay, so that will be well worth your time, and it's all about different generations and communicating more effectively. Okay, so that's very, very important. I can't stress it enough. March 3rd, 1 p.m., Joe Ross. You don't want to miss that call. Okay, coming soon. We just revised and revamped our main CarrieLevinson.com website. We're also building a free downloadable mobile app that you can download in either the Apple iTunes Store or the Google Android App Store. So everything from our website will be available on the mobile app, so you can access it from any smartphone, tablet, of course, a laptop or desktop. So everything will be available, and it is going to be, and I promise you, our website and new mobile app will be the #1 industry website for this year. I promise you. I'm sure next year we'll have some copycat, other IMOs, if you will, but we will have the top technology for 2016, and that's rolling out in just about another 10 days here. We'll have a webinar that goes over all the new tools, technology that makes up our new website and mobile app. So great stuff there. Other industry changes that we just heard about is product suspension with Genworth Financial. Okay, now we all know First Colony, GE Financial, now Genworth, okay, basically seizing all life and annuity sales. They will not take any more applications until March 7th. So anything after the 7th, they will not take any more applications. But don't worry, don't be concerned with anything. The block of business is fine if you have written some Genworth business. And moving forward, we know Genworth did have some competitive products. They did have the LQR e-application process, which we all loved. But what me and Joe did is we sat down earlier and we dissected the product and the technology, and we put a little chart together. If you look at the left side, the Colony Term product, the top and hottest products of this year is, of course, Banner, AIG, Transamerica, and MetLife all have just as competitive as a term product, okay, and the technology is even better. So they still have the drop ticket or e-app approach, but the products are just as, if not more competitive, and commissions are even better with most of those products in front of you. So jot that down. In the middle there, of course, the Life Ready UL2 and the New York version as well. Between Lincoln, Protective, Mutual of Omaha, and AXA, they, in my opinion, are more competitive and a better overall product in the application process. On the right side, on the Index UL Foundation Builder and Asset Builder, North American, the best or one of the best Index Universal Life products, now available on their new e-submit e-application system. So there is no reason why we won't, and when we have to, skip a beat between North American, Prudential, John Hancock, and Allianz. And keep in mind, most of these products that you're looking at on the bottom section come free with that scholarship program. So there is no reason to skip a beat because of the Genworth situation. If you have any more questions, give us a call. We can dive in a little deeper. Okay, the lead generating scholarship platform. I love this, and I'm sure you've heard about it if you've been with us for a while now. This is exclusive to Levinson. So what this means is your competition does not have access to this platform, okay, unless they are a Levinson agent. So you can go out there, market and sell all of the hottest term ROP, Index UL, whole life products, and tack on this one free year scholarship, okay, at no extra cost to the client. So your neighbor is also an insurance agent. You're both pitching the same neighbor on life insurance, okay, the same product, same premium, but you're throwing in this one free year scholarship for little Susie and Johnny at no additional charge. They're going to buy from you every single time, even if they like the other agent a little better. Why? Because of the value-added proposition. This is a no-brainer, and we made it so easy for this year. If you sell one of the qualifying products, okay, which most of the products we have now do qualify, okay, all you do is send the client an email. They fill out the email. It takes 2 or 3 minutes. Their online account is now active, and that scholarship is going in every single year. If they refer a neighbor or friend, they get another $500 in scholarship. If they sign up for an annual policy review with you, they get another $500 in scholarship. This keeps your name in front of your clients. Very, very important, and there's no reason to not participate. There's no commission reduction, and the client doesn't pay any extra for this. It's a no-brainer, folks. So definitely now is the time to sign up. Joe's going to dive in a little bit deeper. This is great stuff. Pay attention, jot down notes, and we'll get you signed up after the webinar. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. I want to go over just a couple numbers because I think they really speak to how great the scholarship platform is, just really how many people it's helped and how many sales that agents have really made using this program. So just a couple of statistics updated just a couple days ago. The total tuition reward points, like Bill mentioned, clients getting free scholarships, getting up to 1 free year of college tuition, is valued at a record $57.1 million. So if you think about it, that's the amount of dollars that were saved using this program. It is the country's largest private savings college program. It's been an increase of about 31% over the last year. What's really, really interesting is there's actually been there's actually 390,000 total students enrolled in this scholarship platform. It's a very, very large number, but it really is small in comparison to the number of prospects or clients that you can actually access by using this program. Like Bill mentioned, there won't be any competition, or even if there is, they're not going to have this scholarship platform. So you can really set yourself apart from the competition. Like Bill mentioned, it's very, very easy to use. We set up a turnkey platform so that when you do talk to that client, when you do market this scholarship program, there is a turnkey way. You just basically send the client a link, they plug in your agent code, and they actually register themselves for the scholarship platform. Now what that does is it helps that client get enrolled in the program much easier and much quicker, and it'll free up your time as an agent, and also get you access to that client's information. What I mean by that is if the client goes into the program, they enroll themselves, they're of course going to be entering in their email addresses, all their contact information. They can even refer a friend inside the program. So you're getting referrals just based off that client accessing that scholarship platform. Like Bill mentioned, we actually came out with some new marketing material. The agent retail website, which we're going to cover in just a couple seconds, we actually put together the email marketing template so you can drip market to your clients, something called the Professor 101 training, which really allows you to be a scholarship expert. So you can learn about, what does it mean to have the clients go through the FAFSA form, what are the kind of guidelines or rules to making sure they're prepared for this college education. You can really help that prospect and client, educate them on the entire process. We also have scholarship website resources, which is the College Navigator website. You can look up any college in the country, look at the tuition costs, and kind of build that plan, build that life insurance product in conjunction with scholarship to make a customized plan just for that client. Also, some really great direct mail marketing pieces. We have marketing pieces specifically designed for grandparents, for parents, even a great trifold brochure that will actually allow you to put your contact information as the agent or agency and hand that out to clients or mail that out to clients, so you can start using this whole entire platform really in about 24 to 48 hours after getting signed up. So very quick, very easy, and it actually integrates with our infamous Sell While You Sleep platform, which Bill's going to review in just 2 seconds here.
Okay, Joe, we have about 2 minutes left, and then we're going to introduce Scott. We don't want to steal his thunder. But the big question for this year and the end of last year, what is the Sell While You Sleep platform? Well, it's exactly how it sounds, okay? The way this works, very simple. If you have your own website or you're taking advantage of our free retail agent websites, no problem. We have 10 Sell While You Sleep products as we speak today. And the way it works, very, very simple. This is the way of the future. So it's important that you at least know the basics. Okay, very simple. You go onto our website, click on Sell While You Sleep. You will see all of the products that are 100% client-driven. What this means is from your own website or Facebook page, or if you want to send out an email blast, you get a custom link to each product, okay? And today we're talking about the Youth Life Ultimate Door Opener. So let's say for the Youth Life product, you have a custom link, and you attach it, okay, in a little box, copy and paste, hit submit. You now have that link on your website. So your clients go in your site, they click to run a quote, and if they like what they're seeing for $4 a month for, say, a $15,000 whole life that comes with a free scholarship, they click apply, fill out the e-application, which takes less than 5 minutes, approved instantly in most cases. The policy gets sent right to the client. You do nothing. That is Sell While You Sleep. And mark my word, most of the lower face amount or lower premium life insurance products are going to be sold this way in the very near future. And if you don't believe me, just look at the other industries around us today. Look at the health insurance side. Okay, so very important that you get up to speed with Sell While You Sleep. So what we also did to tie in with this platform is we give all of our appointed agents free websites. If you want to go to insprofessional.com, that is where you go, set up your website, and make any changes. Okay, and we're constantly making this bigger and better for our agents. We just added a few new templates or backgrounds that are all mobile accessible now. So what that means is your client can pull up your website from any smartphone. They can run quotes. They can even purchase a product from A to Z, all from your website. And anything that gets sold, you, of course, get full commission and renewals for any product sold while you did nothing. So very important stuff. Sell While You Sleep. Get your website up and running now. If you don't have a website in today's times, I hate to say this, but you are falling in the wrong direction. So if you need help or some hand-holding, give us a call, and we will get you set up. In fact, it would be our pleasure. And, of course, no charge to you once again. Okay, so moving forward here, and I don't want to steal any of Scott's thunder, but the Youth Life product is awesome, starting at just $1.67 per month. Put a whole life policy on your client's children or grandchildren and give them a free one-year scholarship. No-brainer, ultimate door open. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce our guest speaker and my friend, Scott Kugelman, our account executive at Starmount and Always Care. Scott?
Hey, thank you, Bill. Appreciate the introduction, and it's my pleasure to be with you guys today and go over the ultimate door opener for 2016, and also a little bit about Starmount Life Insurance Company. So let me just pull up my presentation here, and okay, so hopefully everyone can see that screen. A little bit about Starmount Life Insurance Company. We are headquartered in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we have been in business for 33 years. We are a privately held corporation. We're admitted in 49 states and the District of Columbia. Privately held, we have a very quick, flexible, and flat management. The founder of the company is a gentleman named Hans Sternberg, who is 80 years young. He is still very active in the company, probably works a 60 to 65-hour work week, and his passion is building businesses. So we have a great management team who is very, very active in the company, and we have a really great plan for some smart strategic growth going forward, and we have a very diverse individual product portfolio, all online. As Bill and Joe had mentioned, all of the products that you'll see, and specifically Youth Life that I'm going to go into a very deep dive presentation on, all available online and part of that philosophy of sell while you sleep. Financially stable company. We have a very positive outlook with AM Best for 2016, and we have over $140 million under management at Starmount Life Insurance Company. Our individual product portfolio has the Youth Life product, which we're going to highlight today. We also have some other products that are available to everyone on the phone today, a Value Life Gold, a Star Life Gold, and 2 accidental death products. So just to hit these products very, very quickly, Value Life Gold is a modified whole life product. The Star Life Gold is a term insurance product with a level term to age 95. So the Value Life Gold on the left side can be issued anywhere from 2 months through 75 years. Same thing with the Star Life Gold. And I'm not going to read each of the columns and what each of the different features of the products are, but these are all available on the Sell While You Sleep platform through a custom link that you can make available to your client via an email blast, put up on your website, and we're having a lot of success with all of the Levinson agents with several of these products as well. We have a couple of accidental death products as well. We have a jumbo accident product, which is on the left side, which has 2 benefit amounts, $1,200,000 and $100,000, or $1,400,000, $200,000. Very, very affordable. First plan starts at $9.99 a month for an individual. You can add the family for an extra $2 a month. And we have another option for $19.59 a month or $21.59 for a family. We also have an accidental death and dismemberment individual product, and the benefit amounts range from $50,000 to $250,000 on the right side. Very, very affordable premiums, anywhere from $5 a month up through $25. You will notice that we do give discounts if people pay for their premiums annually. We give a 5% discount on both of these particular products. These are all guaranteed issue products, and they're available in most states. As you can see, there are some exceptions on the bottom there. The Youth Life Insurance, it's a modified whole life product, issue age from 2 months to 26 years. The benefit amounts are $10,000 through $35,000. It starts as low as $3.34 up to $11.67 per month. And at age 26, if the child who is now an adult would like to take over the policy, he or she can take over the policy at $1.25 per $1,000 of insurance, and they have an opportunity to purchase up to a total of $50,000 in coverage as the child grows. The underwriting is, there are medical questions, as you'll see when I go into the application, and one correction that is not on this particular slide: Florida is available on an online platform, and that was my apology for not correcting that slide on the bottom there, but Florida is available online. That's something that we rolled out about 90 days ago. So this is the look and feel of the website. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to actually bring over onto this screen the actual website, and this is live, and I want to illustrate to everyone how easy it is to reinforce the philosophy here of sell while you sleep and the ultimate door opener with Youth Life Insurance, how easy it is and how quickly your client or you can take an application for someone. So I'm just going to select one child. I'm going to select the state of Georgia because that's where I live and I know my address and some other things, and I'm going to hit get your free quote. Click there, and since I only selected one child, I'm going to actually go through and put in my child's name, who is Ryan. Actually, I'm going to do my daughter. She's a little younger, so we'll do Sophie. And Sophie's date of birth is September 21st, 2002. She is a female. The relationship that we have is she's my child. I am going to buy a $15,000 policy for Sophie for $5 a month. If I wanted to add another child, I would just click that button right there. If there was multiple children, so if you had a household of 5 or 6 children, you can add all the children right there. Applicant information, I'm just going to run through and put in my information. Scott Kugelman, my date of birth, give away how old I am now, folks. And I am a male, 5302 Sherwood Way, and I live in Cumming, Georgia, 30040. And you put in the individual's phone number. Secondary phone number is not required. Email address, this is really critical. If the person wants the policy delivered to him or her right away, they are going to put in an email address. So I'll put in my work email address. Okay, and I will, big note down here, please note, to receive your policy instantly online, you must provide your email address. I'm going to hit the next button. Here are the medical questions. First medical question is, have any of the proposed insured ever been diagnosed with a birth defect, mental or developmental disorder by a medical professional? Within the last 5 years, have any of the proposed insured been hospitalized, diagnosed, treated, or had treatment advised by a medical professional for any condition other than minor infections or ailments such as sinus infections and colds, which resulted in being confined to home, unable to work, attend school, or perform the normal activities of his or her age for 2 weeks or more? I'm going to say no. Have any of the proposed insured ever been diagnosed by a medical professional with or tested positive for HIV or acquired immune deficiency syndrome? No. And there is a replacement question here. Do any of the proposed insured have existing life insurance policies or annuity contracts? In this case, I will say no. Do any of the proposed insured have any existing policies or annuity contracts this would replace or change? I will say no. Beneficiary information. You will be the beneficiary unless otherwise noted or otherwise requested, excuse me. So if you wanted to declare a beneficiary other than yourself, you would check that box and you'd put in the beneficiary information. You have the opportunity to pay the policy monthly or annually. In this case, I'm going to pay monthly. If the monthly option is chosen, I do want to point this out, if the monthly option is chosen, 2 months premium will be deducted or charged for the initial payment. So I'm going to see a charge of $10 on my payment method because I'm choosing to pay monthly. I'm going to use a checking account and I'm going to put in my information. And I'm going to put in a routing number. And an account number, which in this case is the same. We do take MasterCard and Visa debit or credit cards, and we do not take American Express or Discover on this particular, on any of our products for that matter. Okay, is your billing address the same as your application address? Yes, it is. We give you the option, if you have the right to designate at least one person other than the policyholder, you wish Starmount Life to send a duplicate notice of lapse or termination of your policy. I'm going to elect not to designate any person other than myself to receive the notice of lapse for my life insurance policy. I'm going to hit next. And then you have the review of your individual life insurance application. So there's my daughter's name, her date of birth, the monthly cost. I'm the applicant. I'm the parent. There's the answers to the health questions, existing insurance, and beneficiary, and monthly charge, and then electronic acceptance. So by checking yes to this box, I agree that I'm going to be receiving my policy and all notices to the policy electronically. And then you can change that as well. So we're going to say yes. And then your authorization, by submitting the authorization online, you acknowledge the following. And for the purpose of saving time, I'm not going to read through all that. And we're going to hit submit application. It processes. And literally, as Bill had said during the course of the webinar, you would get an email with your policy real time. So I'm going to allow that to open up, and those of you can see all of that. There's a cover letter about the policy signed by our chairman, Hans Sternberg, and then it goes right in. It's a 25-page doc, as you can see on the bottom there in the middle, and it goes into the actual policy and the benefits and the table of guaranteed values, and age of issue is 13, amount of insurance is $15,000, so on and so forth. So if that's not as real time as you can get, and we do that in about under 5 minutes, it probably took me a little bit longer because I'm talking into a phone and trying to type everything in at the same time. So that clearly identifies with the sell while you sleep platform and where this industry is moving to buying these products online. So very quickly you can provide this to your clients very efficiently, and it is the ultimate door opener for 2016, because for as little as $3.34 a month, in my case $5 for the month, I have just purchased a $15,000 policy on my daughter, and opens up the door for everyone on the phone to sell the annuities and the indexed UL and the larger term policies like Bill had mentioned earlier. So I'm going to move this back out of here, and so an individual can have multiple Starmount life policies. They can have a youth life policy in combination with any of our other life policies with a maximum total coverage of $50,000. The Value Life Gold, which is the modified whole life, and the Star Life Gold, which is the level term to age 95. We do, if the applicant is under 59 years of age, the maximum total coverage is $75,000. If the applicant is 60 to 75, the maximum total coverage is $50,000. And they can purchase any of our accident life products together as well. We don't do any paramedical exams on some of these other products. So the Value Life Gold or the Star Life Gold, they are medically underwritten life insurance products, but we do not do any paramedical exams. So we'll never send a technician out to someone's home and do a blood, urine, EKG. There are typically personal health interviews, sometimes attending physician statements, and we use MIB and some of the other places. Requesting a custom link. There is a URL that the folks at Levinson can make available to you, and by clicking that link, you can actually sign up to get any one of our products that we have available online: the Value Life Gold, the AD&D, the Star Life Gold, the Accident Death product, the Youth Life, and that is available to everyone on the phone today. Appointment paperwork is required prior to the custom link being issued. So we do require pre-appointment in your resident state, and we do require the producer to pay the pre-appointment fees in his or her resident state through an ACH form that we include in the licensing packet. Any business that comes in for other states, because I'm sure everyone on this phone has non-resident licenses and sells in more than just their home state or their domicile state, Starmount Life Insurance Company will pay all the non-resident fees. So if you live in Florida, but you're licensed in 12 other states, you're going to pay your Florida resident fee as a pre-appointment process. But if you sell a policy in Georgia or Alabama or Texas, we're going to cover those fees for you after you submit that application. And the reason we require a pre-appointment is we can't backdate commissions on life insurance products. So we want you to get paid, and we want you to get the paperwork into the folks at Levinson, and they'll get it over to us, and we'll then issue your custom links a few days after receiving the paperwork. So who to contact? Obviously, the fine folks at Levinson and Associates can answer lots of questions about the contracting and any of the products that you saw briefly today in this webinar. And I know we are up against the clock because we committed to finishing everyone here at about 2:40. So that's all I've got for you folks. I really appreciate everyone's time, and we look forward to working with you in 2016, and it's a really exciting time. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Great job. And as everyone can see now, this is the easiest way to sell life insurance or supplemental health products. We're going to send out licensing and all the information that Scott went over on today's presentation, so keep your eyes open for that. If you don't receive our email for any reason, just give us a call and we will get you set up. So I'm going to end with this quote. I typically end with something from Mark Cuban, who's one of my favorites. Great motivational speaker, great entrepreneur, as we all know, Shark Tank and everything else that he's involved with. It's not about money or connections. It's the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone when it